In this TikTok video by The Tilted Road on March 31st of 2022, the woman stated that she had been on a walk for a little while and noticed a man was following her, so she made a run for it.
I'm on a walk and this guy keeps following me, so I'm gonna start running to get away from him. And he's still following me. Guys, I'm crossing the street and I swear to God if he follows me, then he's literally fucking following me. Guys, I literally can't even make this up right now. What the fuck?
After running, the man was still following her. The man had followed her for 9 blocks. She wrote a comment on the video below stating, and I quote, "I was panicking and didn't think to call the cops. I was more so worried about getting evidence of this happening, if it happens again." There are no videos of her since then regarding this issue, so I think it's safe to say she's alright for now, and I'm thankful for that. In this video posted by 10 Tampa Bay on February 25th of 2019, a young girl is filming a man walking away from her, who police say touched her inappropriately at a bus stop. This had been going on for weeks, and the 72-year-old creep was arrested after police set up a sting catching the man following the girl to her apartment. The most disturbing part is that the man lived blocks from the bus stop and admitted to trying to kiss the girl, and he knew she was younger than 16, 12 to be exact. You might find it hard to believe the man was considered a great worker and even great around kids. It just goes to show you that people aren't always what they seem to be. And the neighbors even commended the girl for her smarts and bravery.
Thank goodness she had the wherewithal to call the police and alert them to follow him and actually find him in the act.
In this video posted by Unique Daily on December 14th of 2019, 2 teenage girls were vlogging in Costco before going to play with a karaoke toy in the store.
Hey, what's your name? And hey, what's your Hey, concise.
A little boy with his dad was intrigued and wanted to play with it too, and the girls let him jump in.
That's kind of cool.
In the back, you can see 2 men talking. One is the father of the boy. You might think the other guy is a friend of that man, but he's not. He's just some random guy. After the boy and his father left, the strange man approached the girls saying the toy was cool. He took the microphone and started to sing into it as well. The girls felt the man overstayed his welcome, and they began to get uncomfortable, as you can see one of the girls cling onto her sister for comfort. It's not in view of the camera, but they said the man started leaning on the cart, which caused them to feel in real danger. Luckily, he ended up walking away as their mother was nearby.
Okay, bye. Bye, have a good one.
But that had to be a really uncomfortable encounter for those girls. In this video posted by ABC News on November 9th of 2016, a teenage girl experienced a frightening encounter just blocks from her school. A man in black cuts her off before they went off camera, and the suspect performed a disgusting act. The creepy man nonchalantly walked around a little bit before driving away. The girl ran to her school where staff called the police to inform them what transpired. I'm not sure if the man was caught, but hopefully he was. People are just disgusting. In this video posted by Fox 5 Washington, D.C. on November 1st of 2021, doorbell footage shows a Maryland woman coming home from walking her dog before something frightening happens. A man in a Lakers hoodie can be seen creeping behind her, watching her enter her home. He tried to enter the home himself, but it wasn't his home. It took the police 30 minutes to respond to the attempted home invasion, which truly upset the woman, and understandably so.
The woman living, my own is devastating. I want to be able to count on the police to protect me, to help me, to help me process situations that happen if a criminal act did occur.
The man was charged with trespassing, but was not locked up. The reason is, and I quote, "Trespassing is a criminal citation where the person accused isn't put behind bars but is expected to appear at their court date." What makes this really messed up is that the suspect has a lengthy prior criminal history, including burglary, theft, and dangerous weapon charges. Some of those cases are still pending to this day. The woman wants to upgrade the charges to burglary of the 4th degree, so they'll put him behind bars.
An active case as recently as this year. And so, this is the type of person that shouldn't be out in the streets.
In this video, the uploader believes he caught a gang stalker and decided to confront him.
What do you gotta say? Because, you know what, bro? I don't know what your problem is, but you know what? I'm just trying to figure out how much you get paid to be a stalker, bro.
Get out of here, buddy.
Seriously.
Get out of here.
Wait, are you Middle Eastern?
None of your freaking business. I'm Canadian.
I'm
You have no
Canadian
rights.
too,
You have
bro.
no rights to ask me what am I.
I'm just wondering, bro.
Yep.
You know why?
No.
Because it bothers me, man. That,
What does
you know
it bother
I'm
you?
Middle Eastern. You know what?
I don't
And
care.
It bothers me.
I don't care
that my
what you
own
are.
kind
I don't
fucking does
care what
shit
you
like
are.
this.
I don't care what you are.
Okay,
If you're a
good.
good person, you're a good person.
Why did you come flying in here like
I did
that,
not
bro?
come fly. You were halfway stuck, buddy. You were halfway stuck, and you were on your cell phone.
I wasn't on my cell phone.
You
bro.
were freaking right on your
wasn't
cell
my
phone. The light was red, and you were stuck out there for a bit. I was already on the red light, buddy.
The uploader believes the man is a spy, and their interaction on the road was no coincidence.
Buddy, listen, okay, man, listen. I know that spying is a shameful thing, and that's okay, bro.
Spying?
Yeah, I know that you being a stalker is a shameful thing, brother.
Bro,
I don't know why you do it, brother.
don't freaking say a stalker, man.
I'm just
Get
saying,
the fuck
bro,
out of
listen,
here.
I don't know
Don't
why you
fucking
do
say
it,
a
brother.
stalker.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't say
What
a
if
stalker,
somebody
man.
was stalking?
You're freaking-
What if somebody was
you're
stalking
freaking-
your own brother?
What's freaking wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with you?
You mentally
exactly.
sick?
Thank you.
You
Nice.
mentally sick?
Yeah, I am.
Get out
Very
of here.
mentally unstable.
Get out.
This goes on for 9 minutes, but what do you think? Is this guy a stalker, or is the uploader out of his mind? Either way, the uploader followed him, so we have a stalker in any case. Special place for people who assault children. In this video, posted by Miss Mexanese on January 25th of 2018, Brittany and her family decided they would have a family day and made a trip to Target. Brittany stated that she saw a woman stealing but wasn't caught on camera. However, Brittany and her family walked by a man who Brittany said had been staring at them and following them around the store.
And this guy has been following us. Look at that, he's stopping and staring in the background. Like I was filming, hold on baby, I was filming in the Target $1 spot, and everywhere I would go, and everywhere I would go and bust out the camera, he would stand right next to me. It was like really creepy.
From what I know, nothing escalated, and thank God for that. In this video, posted by WGN News on June 25th of 2019, CCTV footage captures a man in a backwards cap walking around the store. This man allegedly followed a woman home from the store and attempted to rob and sexually assault her. The man was said to have snuck into the woman's second-floor bedroom window and began to take off his clothes. The residents couldn't believe it.
That's just very bold.
I'm in the house and you're there, who knows what can happen to you if you try to defend yourself.
The victim managed to fight the man off, gouging his eyes and scratching his face before the man retreated into his dark-colored sedan. The neighbors observed how fortunate the victim was, and everyone should be aware of what happened.
She was able to fight him back. She was lucky.
The incident, even if isolated, is a warning for those here.
if this is happening in the neighborhood, everyone should be aware of it, because it's not just females that should be alert. Everyone should be aware.
A description for the man was put out, but I'm not sure if he was caught. Hopefully they catch him soon. In this video posted by AL News on January 22nd of 2021, CCTV footage captures Powell Rolowitz stalking Libby Squire. Powell is accused of stalking Libby. He was wandering the streets intoxicated before picking her up in his car, sexually assaulting her, then murdering her. Powell was arrested on suspicion of murder and stated he was not involved. Powell was laughing in court for reasons unknown and was previously guilty of voyeurism after spying on some students making love. The description didn't say if he was found guilty of the murder, but hopefully he was. What a tragedy. In this video posted by City News on February 7th of 2014, Vanessa Bruno is heavily connected to the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Vanessa was a digital marketer who blogged regularly and had her social media accounts connected. Vanessa usually gets positive feedback. One day, however, she received some hateful messages from out of nowhere.
Oh, you're 30, you're using hashtags, how I'm a loudmouth, I'm fat and I'm ugly. The next day I got another one. This one was a little more personal, talking about my boyfriend at the time, how he was black, where I work.
From cruel and racist to disturbing.
They were.
Sadly, those mean and racist comments were just the beginning, as the stalker wrote messages threatening to come to Vanessa's work to take pictures of her and ruin her life. The stalker also sent menacing messages to Vanessa's friend, which I can't show due to YouTube's guidelines, but the link to the original video is in the description if you really want to see it. Be warned though, it is disturbing. No matter where Vanessa went online, the messages were always there.
Started threatening to rape me, and that he was waiting outside of my work for me. Haha, you'll never find me. Watch your back when you go out at night. I'm gonna turn your world upside down.
Even her brother's recent death from suicide was fuel for his sick fodder.
I got an email that said, you have a message from my brother's name, and my heart stopped because I thought, what if it was a delayed note or letter to me? And I opened it and it said, maybe if you weren't such a bitch, your brother wouldn't have killed himself. I almost couldn't breathe, I felt like I was gonna throw up.
Vanessa called the police, though they stated that they weren't going to take her seriously.
Do you think police have taken your case seriously?
Honestly, no, I don't. I feel that they're not proactive. They're 100% reactive, and I was worried that they weren't going to take it seriously unless I got raped.
Vanessa did, however, do her own detective work and track down the name of the suspect. A Stony Creek man named Michael Sepiga has been charged with criminal harassment, threatening, and bodily harm. Vanessa stated that she will be there for his court appearance.
After he tortured me for 6 months, I just want to look at him and say, you got caught.
In this video posted by Cora Schursel on January 22nd of 2019, Cora was filming the intro to her YouTube video before noticing a creepy van slowly riding behind her and staring at her.
Ew. Why is there a freaking weirdo? My car almost just didn't start. Okay, I'm actually scared. I'm skirting.
Not much happened with the situation after that, as Cora drove off. In that video, Cora did tell a story of a stalker experience she had, if you want to check that out. In this video, posted by SundayWorld.com, a mother of two was stalked by a former work colleague who claimed he, quote, owed him her life. CCTV footage captured the man leaving a menacing letter on the woman's car, stating he would harm her and her daughter. The camera was placed after noticing a painting on her tires saying, and I quote, I win. The following night, the creepy man can be seen with a crowbar at hand before being confronted and apprehended by a police officer. The article was short, so I'm not sure what happened after that. Hopefully, he was put away for a long time. Why is this dude just walking around with a crowbar anyway? Oh, yes, I just need to remove some planks. I mean, really? In this video, posted by Vallejo City Video on September 18th of 2016, the uploader wrote that this person in the white Acura followed her to Bethel High School and waited in his car. The stalker was there for a few minutes, and the uploader went to get a look at his license plate so she could report it to the police. After coming out of the parking lot and making a U-turn, the man in the white Acura can be seen on the left following her. After trying to lose the man for 15 minutes, the man in the Acura can be seen yet again still riding around the neighborhood. The uploader decided to take another loop to see if he was still around, and sure enough, he was. The uploader then decided to get more evidence, and she stated the man was waiting to follow her at the next intersection. At this point, the tables have turned, and the uploader is trailing the man. The video ended with the uploader writing that she followed the man to the freeway and went home. She called the police and reported the man, stating that he broke many stalking laws. How the tables turned later in the video. The stalker got stalked. In this video posted by Care11 on March 18th of 2022, CCTV footage captures a man peering through the window of a home where a mother lives with a 24-year-old woman and her teenage daughter. The woman noticed footprints outside of her home, so they planted the camera to capture the footage. Police believe the man is 48-year-old Robert Cessna, who has been charged with felony stalking. Cessna was an executive at 3M. He was the account vice president and had been with the company since 1997. Neighbors said they saw Cessna, and the police stated they traced the vehicle fleeing the scene to Cessna as well. Cessna claimed it wasn't him in the video, but his story contradicted his wife's story as to what they did that night. As of the recording of this video, police are still gathering evidence to confirm that this was indeed Robert Cessna. In this video, posted by Daily Mail on March 16th of 2018, CCTV footage captures 28-year-old Danny McCain, who can be seen on the right stalking his victim, who was a 24-year-old woman. McCain followed the woman into the park before sexually assaulting her. What makes this even more crazy is McCain did this just hours before his own wedding. And to top it all off, the woman he married is the cousin of the woman he assaulted in the park. The victim identified the man 6 days later, and McCain was arrested. The judge described McCain as a monster. McCain claimed he didn't assault the woman and that he was just messing with her. The woman obviously disagreed. McCain was found guilty and was given 3 life sentences. What a fucking creep. In this video posted by The Shape Lurks on June 13th of 2018, a creepy man can be seen standing in front of the uploader's car, just staring at him and not making a sound. The uploader said this was like something straight out of a horror movie or Resident Evil or something, and called the cops. As the uploader backed up, the man kept following, and whenever he would try to go around, the man would cut him off.
Again, he won't let me through. Look, let's say I want to try to go through. Look at that. You see that? You see that? He's not letting me through. His eye is all fucked up. Holy shit. He looks like a fucking... I don't know what. This shit has never happened to me in my life. This is so fucking weird, bro.
The uploader believed the man to be on drugs, pointing out that the guy's eyes looked kind of off. Almost like a zombie or something. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. The uploader also asked if he needed money or any sort of help.
Yo, do you need money, bro? Do you need help? Are you okay? What's going on?
The video ended with the cops showing up and arresting the man.
APD is on the scene, responding to my call. I don't know what he's doing, but he's about to get tasered. He's about to get tasered. This guy is fucking bugging out. I don't know what's going on. He's about to get tasered.
All things considered, I'd say the uploader handled the situation well. This video was uploaded by Top 5 Dude on March 24th of 2018. This video shows a guy being stalked by his ex-girlfriend as she tries to break into his home.
So you really just gonna break my window?
I didn't break it, you broke it.
You broke my window, you broke my TV. Wow.
Now give me my keys.
I don't know where your keys are at.
Look on the couch, Edwin. Hurry up!
The guy asked her to stop, but she then breaks one of his windows.
This is breaking and entering.
This is me getting my keys.
It's breaking and entering.
So I can leave.
Breaking and entering.
As you can see, I'm looking for my keys now that he wouldn't give me.
Breaking and entering. All because I told her I was talking to other women.
All because I couldn't get my keys. Actually, he broke the TV.
I didn't break it.
Threw the container out the window and broke it.
Oh, this big container full of all this stuff that weighs probably like a cool 60 pounds?
No, that container with the glass on it, honey.
Oh, I threw that one. Oh, okay. Wow, tearing my apartment apart now.
Look at my arm.
That you.
He did this.
I did that after you broke. You just broke the window.
In my wrist.
The police are on their way.
Okay, well help me find my keys. You wanted me out your house, right?
No, I want you to be here for when the police get here so they can see these videos.
Then she breaks into his house and starts wrecking the place. She also broke his TV screen, shouted the whole time, and then looked for her keys. Despite being asked to leave multiple times, she remained inside, claiming it was his fault she was there. We hope the girl didn't do any more damage and just got out of there. This video was uploaded by CBS Los Angeles on October 14th of 2017, and it shows a terrifying stalker caught on security cam. A woman drives home from the supermarket, and as she turns into her driveway, she notices a guy following her in a Mercedes. She tries to get out of the road, but the guy blocks her way. After multiple attempts, she then tried to move her car inside the garage. As she does so, the guy pushes his car into the garage right behind her, all while honking frantically. He shouted abuses the entire time. Eventually, he stopped and left. We hope the police took some action against this crazy person so he won't do something like that to anyone else. This video was uploaded by Doorbell News on May 29th of 2022. The video shows another crazy stalker who repeatedly came to a lady's house and damaged it. The security footage shows a middle-aged man coming over to the house and starts destroying the fences, glass, and really anything he wanted to.
For the last month, Rivera tells me this man continually returns to her home, destroying parts of her property. She says it happens multiple times a day even. And what's worse is Rivera has no idea why.
Even worse, the homeowner says that this has been happening for some time. She says she's terrified of this guy, and even the police won't do anything about it. God only knows what these crazy stalkers are after. This video was emailed to me by a subscriber who wishes to remain anonymous. Here's the context the woman gave, and I quote, "I've been stalked for over a year now, and this is what he did. He came into my house and left me this." You see an image with candy, a knife, and one of the plates with the word "hi" printed on it. Very creepy, but that's not all. A day prior to leaving those items, the man entered her room while she was sleeping.
"What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Get out of my house! Get out of my house!"
And he came back the next day, and that's when he left the knife, the plate, and the M&Ms. I wish it ended there, but the stalker left another plate which said, "Hi, baby." The suspect has not been caught, but hopefully he will be soon. This video was sent to me on Twitter by a subscriber who also wishes to remain anonymous. In this video, a man can be seen stealthily following a woman with the intent to rob her. When the man makes his move, a nearby dog attacked and chased the creepy man away. You'd have to see it to believe it. I love seeing a dog save the day, and thank God that dog was there and the woman was okay. Who doesn't love seeing a dog save the day? I mean, thank God that dog was there and that woman made it out safe. This video was uploaded by Inside Edition on February 22nd of 2020. The video shows a bizarre interview of America's worst stalker and killer. Richard Ramirez, nicknamed the Night Stalker, would stalk people and then brutally murder them. He took 13 lives in total. When asked about the murders, he says emotionlessly, no comments, and remains extremely sickening.
Why on earth would you have hurt those people? Why did you kill those people?
No comments. No comments. I cannot answer that at this time.
Finally, Ramirez was given multiple life sentences and died after 23 years in prison. A couple had been living in their apartment for about 2 months when they started feeling like they were being watched, so they installed a camera in their bedroom. A few nights later, a creepy man can be seen standing outside of their window, peering in. The creep wasn't exactly being subtle. Guess he didn't realize how well lit the parking lot was. The creep walked away and came back, but this time crouching, but he can still be seen clearly. The boyfriend went outside and confronted the sicko. But nothing escalated as the creep didn't want any trouble. He wisely walked away. It turned out to be their next-door neighbor, and he came back the next day to apologize. Something tells me this couple won't be his last victims. Was he really sorry? Or was he just sorry he got caught? In this video posted by Ashley McCarty on July 24th of 2018, Ashley was walking around Target before noticing that she was being followed by a strange woman.
This girl is following me around, like, I don't know what's her problem, like, look it, that's her, and it's creepy, like, no one wants to be followed around. Miss, do you have a problem?
No.
Because everyone on here would like to know.
Wait, no way.
Why do you keep following me?
I'm not following you.
Okay, then stay away.
It seemed like Ashley got her point across, but the woman continued following her.
Oh my God. Miss, do you honestly have a problem?
No, I don't.
Then why do you keep following me?
I'm not. I'm going the same direction.
No, you obviously aren't because I keep
No,
making
I'm not.
I keep making turns and you keep following the same turns.
I'm not following you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well then stop going. Go somewhere else. Take a different route.
The woman claimed she wasn't following Ashley, but you can see that she's clearly still trailing her. Ashley was not pleased. After her rant, it appeared the woman was gone, but sadly, she wasn't, as she began following Ashley again.
Oh my god. Look at that. She's still coming my way. Alright, that's it. This is where I'm gonna stop it. Okay, that's it, miss. Me and you need to have a talk.
Why?
Because everywhere that I'm going, I keep turning around in circles, and all you're doing is going the same exact direction.
Yeah, because I'm going for these.
Oh, really, right?
Yeah, I'm buying them.
Really?
Yes, I'm finding colors.
Oh, where's your wallet at?
My wallet?
Yeah.
My boyfriend has it.
Oh, really? Where's your boyfriend? Because
My
I'd like to
friend.
talk to him about you following me around.
I wasn't following you around. I was looking for stuff.
Sure you were.
Yes, I was.
Whatever, miss. Ugh.
My boyfriend has my wallet. Right. In this video posted by 9 News Australia on April 29th of 2021, police are searching for a sex offender who sexually assaulted a woman he stalked down Sydney Road in Brunswick. CCTV footage captured the man in a Nike hoodie following the woman. The woman went out for a run and noticed she was being followed. She changed routes to an area that's normally busy, but this time it was deserted and the man struck. The man retraced his steps and was looking around for witnesses or perhaps police. Hopefully they catch this monster if they haven't already. In this video posted by Inside Edition on March 21st of 2022, police stated this man went to great lengths to peer inside the homes of unsuspecting women.
It's frightening, yes. Oh, yeah.
Police stated several surveillance cameras caught this man lurking around and peeking inside bedroom windows of female residents, and that security measures didn't appear to faze him. Police also stated that this man goes as far as covering up motion detectors and cutting off other devices that would notify homeowners of his unwanted presence. Neighbors want this man arrested before this creep turns into something worse and these situations escalate. What a sicko. In this video by WPLG Local 10 on March 9th of 2020, a woman came home from the gas station and was followed by a scary man. The man approached her, pretending he was lost, and something disturbing happened. What the footage didn't show was that the man assaulted the woman as she described. Her screams for help are disturbing, so consider yourself warned.
The screaming is Marta trying to get the attention of her husband during that attack, most of which happens off camera.
Several neighbors came running to her aid and delivered punches to the man themselves. The man attempted to steal the woman's gold chain, which was a gift from her daughter. The man escaped in his vehicle, but didn't get away with any possessions of the woman. However, he left her with several bruises, cuts, other injuries, and psychological trauma. Also, thank God for the neighbors who came to her aid. In this video posted by Inside Edition on September 23rd of 2021, a woman is infuriated by some creeps who took photos of her at the beach without her permission.
A woman is outraged as she confronts a guy who she thinks has been photographing her without her knowledge.
Let's see it. Delete them all right now.
This woman was not having it.
I would like to see you delete my pictures that you took of me and to delete all these other women's pictures that you're taking.
The Inside Edition crew came with the woman to Washington Square Park to see if they could catch any other creeps in the act. Sydney Jenkins stated that this happened to her all the time. The woman set up shop, so to speak, before a man almost immediately took out his phone and photographed the woman. One of the Inside Edition reporters confronted the man who took the photo.
Excuse me, sir. Why were you taking pictures of that girl without her knowing?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
Do you think that's appropriate?
No.
Can you show me the picture on your phone and delete it, please?
Sure.
Hold on. You have this one too.
Another man with an even bigger camera was taking pictures of several women in the park, including Sydney. Instead of sending a producer, Sydney confronted the man herself.
Sir? Before he could walk away, Sydney tried to speak to the guy.
I don't even want you to apologize. I just want you to delete the pictures.
Do you think that's appropriate to take pictures of women in their bathing suits without them knowing?
Taking pictures of everybody.
Kudos to her. Although this is a great gesture on Inside Edition's part, this won't stop creeps from being disgusting. In this video posted by Victoria Vlogs on January 4th of 2021, Victoria was at the gym working out like normal, but a man in a tank top was staring at her the whole time.
I literally felt this man staring at me the whole time, and I wanted to film some vlog clips, so I tried to slyly do them so no one would see, but it seemed like I caught him many times looking at me and almost taking a photo. I can't really tell because it's pretty far away.
You can see Victoria on one of the machines and the man is just standing behind her, staring. He's not even trying to hide it, and it appears that he took a photo of Victoria as well. What a weirdo. Hopefully, Victoria showed this footage to gym employees so he can get banned, or maybe she goes to another gym now. In this video posted by Sound Nami on May 4th of 2022, the uploader in this South Carolina neighborhood is recording a parked vehicle across the street from his house. The uploader stated that this vehicle of the unknown person always pulls up and parks in front of his neighbor's house and just stares.
Do y'all have any idea whose car this is? Anyone who lives in the South Carolina area? Because I do not know whose car this is.
The weird thing is that this person always pulls up at exactly 9:40 every single night.
I'm kind of looking someone with this car, like he's pulling up every night at exactly like 9:40-ish. Kind of like around 10. I don't know why this car keeps pulling up.
The uploader requested that if anyone in South Carolina knows someone who drives this vehicle, let him know. In this video, posted by Short Clips on January 8th of 2021, at 2 a.m., a creepy man can be seen on Ring doorbell asking a woman if she can see him.
See me? Can you see me? Hey, missus.
The video was short and there was no video about this man before or after this one, so I'm not sure what transpired afterwards. Hopefully, he isn't stalking this woman anymore. In this video, posted by Trucking with Selena on May 6th of 2020, the uploader wrote in the description that a man in a mask and hoodie was creeping around their home, watching them and one of the neighbor girls. Selena's husband went down to confront the stalker.
Why are you at?
You gotta get stalking around looking at people.
I live here. I'm trying to get into my place.
I'm filming now. What's wrong? Why are you stalking around people?
Going for a walk.
Are you taking a flight? What's he doing?
I'm trying to get past you so I can get in.
You have every opportunity to go anywhere you want. I didn't do anything to you.
Call the cops. Do it.
He followed the stalker, who, in spite of claiming that he lived there, walked away and eventually went out of view.
You can see him crossing the street down there. Now he's just walking down the road.
Selena wrote in the description, and I quote, "We called the police and talked to them on site, and they went on the hunt. No update on the outcome yet, but we will keep you all updated. There is no update that I'm aware of. Hopefully that creep ain't creeping around their property anymore." In this video, posted by CBS New York on March 3rd of 2020, surveillance footage captures a 30-year-old woman walking the streets and was being followed by a scary man in a hoodie. Eventually, the two went out of view and the man attacked the woman from behind with a red tea kettle and attempted to sexually assault her. The man can be seen fleeing the scene.
It's terrifying. You walk home from the subway, you don't want to think about having to protect your body.
The woman was treated at the hospital for bruises and swelling and was eventually released. The man was described to be in his 30s or 40s, and the police are on the lookout. Hopefully, they catch this monster. Gang stalking has been quite the discussion on my channel as of late. In this video, posted by Isaiah5415 on October 28th of 2021, Isaiah is on his way to class and believes he caught a gang stalker taking a picture of him. He begins recording this woman in a black shirt who went to sit back down after allegedly taking a photo of him. Isaiah thinks the woman is in a fake class, as it's weird for her to just get up and take a picture of him. Isaiah walked back down the stairs and the woman in the black shirt turned around and looked at him. Most of you seem to believe gang stalking victims are paranoid, while some of you argue that it's by design to make the victim seem crazy and paranoid. What do you think? In this video posted by CBS Sacramento on April 17th of 2021, this Sacramento mother is concerned for her safety and the safety of her children due to an alleged stalker who had been stalking them for weeks. The man was caught on CCTV footage knocking on her door repeatedly during the night or during the day, claiming to be from social services and wanting to check up on her children.
Social services. They want social services.
And asking the homeowner to let him come check on children inside the home.
You know, I hear a child crying in there, little baby.
During one of his visits, the woman answered and ordered him to leave, or she would call the police.
You need to leave. I'm calling the cops.
Every time this man appeared, the woman's husband was not at home because he was at work. And the woman doesn't believe that's a coincidence.
He keeps coming back at night and then he keeps wanting to come in. You know, he keeps saying, I want to come in, I need to come in, and he's claiming to be from social services.
Of course, the woman went to the police, but the police stated he was just a nuisance, so they would not arrest him. In this video posted by Ava Maxey on August 25th of 2021, Ava recorded herself doing her arm workout routine in the gym and gave helpful instructions on how to perform the exercises. Throughout the video, a creepy man was following her and staring at her, and eventually, Ava had enough, so she confronted the man.
Quick story. I don't know if you guys see that man staring at me. You can see him from the mirror. He's like in front of me behind Alex. I was so upset, you guys, because he literally kept staring at me. So I was just looking at him and I deadass stopped to just tell him to stop staring at me. So I'm gonna go ahead and not mute the clip and show you guys.
After Ava confronted the man, he stopped. Props to Ava for that. In this video posted by WPLG Local 10 on May 20th of 2021, surveillance footage shows a woman getting on an elevator to get to her apartment and was followed by a young man on the phone who also got in the elevator. What the footage didn't capture was the woman unlocking the door to her apartment, the man pushing her into her apartment, beating her, and demanding sexual acts. The woman somehow managed to get into her bedroom and lock the door, then proceeded to shout for help from her balcony. The creepy man could be seen on surveillance leaving the building. The good news is the police found and arrested the suspect.
Breaking right now at noon, police confirming just a few minutes ago they have made an arrest after an attempted sexual assault in Brickell.
The suspect is 23-year-old Deontay Blackman, who is being charged with sexual battery, armed robbery, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and kidnapping with a firearm. Thank God justice was served in this case at the very least. In this TikTok video posted by Nicole Koch on July 10th of 2021, Nicole was shopping at Target before noticing a creepy man had been following her for more than half an hour. At first, she thought she was just being paranoid, until she noticed he kept picking up the same items as she had and was following her into random aisles. He even followed her to the opposite side of the store. You can see the creep isn't very good at being subtle, as you can see him creeping around the end caps and pretending to be interested in makeup. Safe to say, Nicole wasn't buying that for a second. A former Target employee wrote a comment, and I quote, "Former employee here. I had a guest use her phone on notes for a message, but handed it over and asked for an item. I had a guest write a distress message on her phone and hand it to me, pretending to show me an item she was looking for. Just a tip if you need help." Genius. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a big fan of CBS reality TV show Big Brother. If you are a Big Brother fan, you know Will Kirby, aka Dr. Will, and Mike Mallon, aka Mike Boogie. These two met on Big Brother Season 2, where Will ended up being crowned the winner. Will and Mike reunited several years later on Big Brother All-Stars and formed the iconic alliance Chilltown. Mike won All-Stars, and if you didn't know, the winner of Big Brother earns $500,000. Will and Mike opened a restaurant together and were best friends. But what went wrong? Will and Mike stopped speaking for years. Then, CBS asked if they wanted to team up in another reality show called The Amazing Race. Mike said yes for himself and on Will's behalf. Will received the call to confirm, and he said he never agreed to be on the show, and that set Mike off. Mike sent menacing emails to Will, including emails with photos attached with a gun in his hand pointing at Will's wife and daughter's head. Mike also stated he had been watching Will's brother Ian's kids at the school they were attending, where he also had a gun in his hand in the photo. Mike also left other threatening emails to both Will and Ian. Frustrated, Will wouldn't return Mike's calls or emails, so Mike left Will with an ultimatum. Pick up the phone or you will get a visit. Will filed a restraining order. It's 25 pages, including the emails I've shown, and I'll leave that in the description, including the original article. Mike was charged with stalking and last year was charged with DUI. Mike was also ordered to pay the damages and Will's attorney fees, which is a total of $46,000. Another Big Brother contestant, Janelle, who Mike played with on the All-Star season and Big Brother 14, tweeted that she blocked Mike for harassing her as well, and that she hopes he gets the help he needs, and I agree. In this video, the person who posted in this video actually wrote in the description, and quote, "For the past 4 days, I've seen a man standing in front of my building wearing a black hoodie looking through the windows of my apartment. This video is proof as my friends and family don't believe me." This was recorded on August 22nd of 2016 at around 3 a.m. End quote. The person filming decided to take action and ran outside hoping to scare him off. A YouTuber by the name of Agent Cole 1 uploaded this video of a creepy man standing outside of his home in a hoodie in broad daylight. 2 weeks prior, he apparently received a note saying Mr. Slim will be at his house November 28, 2012 at 6 p.m. The day came, and Cole said to his parents that he would like to stay home because he wasn't feeling well. But in reality, he wanted to see if this Mr. Slim thing was the real deal, and he would soon find out.
Shit, focus, focus, focus. What the hell? What the hell?
In this video, a man taking a walk in the rain couldn't help but notice a strange woman following him. He tried playing it off like he wasn't taking it seriously, but you can hear the nervousness in his voice. Take a look.
I'm being followed. I'm pretty sure I'm being followed. I've been taking a rather circuitous route. See that woman back there? I've been taking a rather circuitous route around. And she got interested in what I was up to when I turned on the camera. And unless it's a very curious coincidence, I think she's stalking me. I'm being stalked. Followed in Japan. But I deserve it. See ya. Oh, give her something to look at. I'll show you my holy umbrella. There we go. I'll look at back of the. Oh, see my holy umbrella? There we go. Ah, camera's wet. Bye bye.
In this video, 2 young kids were just trying to shop, but couldn't help but notice a creepy middle-aged man following them. Apparently, he was a manager following the 2 boys around. Perhaps racially profiling the boys and assuming they'd steal from the store, which just ain't right. Still extremely creepy and unsettling for these young men.
Come on. That's the way. Give me tropical punch. Nah, give me raspberry camel.
Where'd you see? Oh,
Up there.
camel.
See guys, so I'm in Publix, right? And this guy keeps following me around. He's a white guy. Let's see if you can see him. You see him in the background with the yellow suit? Watch, you about to see him. See? Right there in the yellow suit. You see that man? He's following me around. And watch if I turn, watch. See, look, there you go. see this man? He's following me around Publix. I told her he gonna go on the news. He's following me around Publix if he want. Watch this. This is just to make sure. Watch. I'm gonna turn another corner and watch him come right around that same corner. Right?
After this, yeah. Oh, we got
See? There he go. You see that? You see that, man? And now he trying to act like he ain't following me because he see I'm recording him. It's like, look at him. Look, there he go. There goes that man. He's following us, man. What? I know. He's following me. I just want to go first. Let's see if this man come again. I'm about to go pay for my stuff. And watch him keep following me. Watch. There he go again. You see him? Right there. He got a tie on and he's walking behind me. Now I asked him 3 times. I said, why are you following me? He said, okay, this is Publix. I could go anywhere I want. I was like, okay, I can go anywhere I want too. Now let's see if this man turns the corner and follows us again. See? You see him right there? And then he's gonna try to act like he's messing with stuff, but he's following me. You see him? Man, he keeps following me. There he go right there. Hold up. That man right there.
This is for the people that say I don't show men getting stalked. This gentleman claims the woman in this footage had been following him for over a week. Whatever machine he uses, she's always there. There's no question men can indeed be victims of stalking too, and it's something we should all be more aware of. A woman was grocery shopping before noticing a creepy man was following her. He was in every aisle she was, and even followed her to the checkout. She took the proper precautions, including reaching out to and video chatting with ADT should anything happen to her. There was no harm done to her, but who knows what the man's intentions were. They couldn't have been good. A woman was shopping at Barnes & Noble before realizing a creepy man had been following her. When she noticed, she confronted him, and this happened.
Hey, are you following me?
No. My bad.
Yeah.
The man was crouched down and denied it, playing it off by quickly opening a book, pretending to read it. There were other inappropriate things he did I cannot reveal due to YouTube's guidelines, but what I can say is, this man is a weirdo. Many of us leave our homes without expecting our day to take a terrifying turn in a matter of seconds. However, the world we live in can be wild and unpredictable, and sometimes that's exactly what happens. In the following story, we recount an incident captured by surveillance cameras involving a woman who had been seen running frantically. This naturally raised questions about what had instilled such fear in her and why she was fleeing so urgently. As it turns out, she was running away from an abductor. Another surveillance camera captured the abductor as he prowled around before stealthily approaching the unsuspecting woman from behind and grabbing her unexpectedly. The woman fought valiantly to call for help as best she could. Fortunately, a bystander nearby noticed the unfolding danger and rushed to the woman's aid, causing the assailant to flee the scene on his bicycle. Thankfully, the woman escaped physical harm, but the incident serves as a chilling reminder of the need for vigilance and the importance of looking out for one another. We can only hope that such a disturbing event doesn't recur in the future. This video, uploaded to YouTube on July 26th of 2016 by a concerned user, clearly depicts his apprehension about an ongoing situation outside his home. In the footage, his front yard initially seems perfectly ordinary. However, the reason for his anxiety becomes evident within moments. A white truck is conspicuously parked in front of the YouTuber's residence, and inside it sits his ex-girlfriend, who appears to be monitoring his activities closely. Throughout the video, she can be seen observing him as he stands inside his home, occasionally peering out the window to gauge her intentions. At one juncture in the video, it seems as though she's realized she's being recorded. In response, she promptly reverses the truck and parks it a bit further away. Unbeknownst to her, though, the man continues to record her actions. She then leans out the window, visibly frustrated by being filmed.
Recording me like a little snitch ass bitch, and I'm gonna give you something to record that you can't use that documentation whatsoever, okay? I'm gonna put
She remains in the vehicle for a few more moments before the video abruptly concludes. The situation depicted in this video undeniably suggests that this man is enduring persistent stalking from his ex-girlfriend, who shows no signs of relenting. We can only hope that he eventually finds the peace he deserves and that his ex will ultimately choose to move on and leave him be. Sometimes, while driving, you might encounter an exceptionally irate driver who attempts to provoke a confrontation. This phenomenon is commonly referred to as road rage and is fairly frequent. However, it usually doesn't escalate into a stalking situation. This is precisely what transpired in the case of a man named Connor, who recorded the subsequent video and shared it on YouTube. In Connor's video, he can be seen driving when another driver directs his road rage towards him. Initially, this aggressive driver blocks Connor's path and engages in a heated exchange with him, refusing to let Connor continue his journey. Connor can be heard shouting at the man to move his vehicle so he can proceed to work. Initially, it appears that the situation might be resolved when the road rager reluctantly complies to Connor's requests. However, as Connor continues his commute to work, he realizes that this driver is actually tailgating him all the way to his workplace. This unsettling turn of events leaves Connor both frustrated and fearful. After parking his vehicle and heading towards work, a verbal confrontation erupts between the two men in a heated moment. The road rager eventually exits his car, seemingly contemplating taking action against Connor before reconsidering his course of action. Connor proceeds to enter his workplace unharmed. However, had Connor chosen to handle the situation differently, the outcome of this confrontation could have been far more distressing and uncertain. Dustin, an Uber driver, has a YouTube channel where he shares captivating videos captured during his shifts. While some of the videos are undeniably humorous, the story we're about to delve into takes a chilling turn. During one of his rides, Dustin picks up a passenger who is being pursued by a disturbing and unsettling man.
Sorry, ma'am.
Can you close it? What is your problem? Oh my God,
Hey,
you're
back
crazy.
off, man. Back off.
Upon entering Dustin's vehicle, it quickly becomes evident that the woman is in a state of extreme distress, her emotions pouring out as she begins to sob in the back seat. In this moment, Dustin steps into the role of a compassionate driver, doing his utmost to provide comfort and reassurance to the distressed passenger. He assures her that he takes her safety seriously and emphasizes that it's his duty to protect her during the ride.
I'm here not to just give you a ride, but to make sure that you're safe.
As the journey continues, the woman gradually begins to feel a bit more at ease, understanding that she is now sheltered within the confines of Dustin's Uber. With unwavering determination, Dustin drives her to a secure location far from the menacing presence of her stalker. For this woman, Dustin unquestionably emerges as a hero, and this incident will forever remain etched in her memory as the moment when a random Uber driver came to her rescue and ensured her safety. Not everyone is fortunate enough to escape unscathed or evade danger. A woman in this particular incident found herself pursued relentlessly, climbing 6 flights of stairs as a man trailed her in her building and forcibly entered her apartment. When the police eventually arrived, the man apparently used a woman's voice to mask the victim's cry for help. Regrettably, this woman did not emerge from the confrontation unharmed, as one might hope. However, law enforcement did eventually apprehend the individual responsible, who turned out to be a nearby homeless individual whose behavior had become increasingly dangerous over time. Whether this woman was aware of the man following her or realized it too late, it remains a tragic and distressing situation. It serves as a stark reminder to always stay vigilant and aware of your surroundings. Taking a moment to glance over your shoulder before entering a building or finding a way to shake off someone who may be following you, whether intentionally or not, can be a critical step to ensuring your safety. Indeed, it's crucial to be cautious about the individuals who might be lurking around, especially during the late hours of the night. It's wise to keep your doors locked to ensure your safety. But how can you tell if you're being followed? In one chilling incident captured on CCTV, a man not only identified a home with unlocked doors, but also managed to approach it under the cover of night. The woman residing there reported that the man surreptitiously gained access to her house and then proceeded to inappropriately grab her. Fortunately, he was easily startled, and her scream frightened him off before he could inflict further harm. The woman wasted no time in reporting the incident to authorities. However, despite her prompt action, the man managed to escape without facing any immediate consequences. This serves as a stark reminder of the importance of remaining vigilant and taking precautions to protect your safety, especially in the late hours when potential dangers may be lurking. The video opens with what appears to be a typical suburban morning. No apparent issues in sight. Suddenly, from the back of the frame, a woman comes into view, vigorously thrusting a pickaxe into the front door of an unsuspecting house. At this angle, her features remain indistinct, but she proceeds with a second strike. The force of the pickaxe is enough to shatter the window's glass, and from inside the house, a harrowing scream pierces the air. Apparently satisfied, the attacker, a woman in a skirt, abruptly departs the scene. However, her destructive rampage doesn't end there. She returns, smashing more windows and causing profound terror to the home's occupants. Among them, a 65-year-old woman who was babysitting a 6-week-old newborn, making the situation all the more distressing.
My mother-in-law, first instinct was to grab the baby. 2 seconds later, all you see is huge shards of glass in the bassinet where she would be.
This disturbing incident persists for a few more minutes before the assailant eventually departs. If you hadn't witnessed the attacks on the home, you might have entirely missed it. Once the woman leaves, all visible signs from the road suggest that she was never there in the first place, leaving behind only the haunting memory of her destructive actions. It seems that one potential solution to being followed home is to partner up and walk in groups. But it's disheartening to think that such precautions have to become necessary. Watch as a woman in a long gray coat navigates the street, only to have a man follow closely behind her moments later. In the following frame, a bone-chilling video reveals its unsettling details. The man trails the woman, staying barely 10 steps behind her. Whenever she slows her pace, he matches it, even bending down to seemingly tie his shoelaces. It becomes evident that he realizes his initial plan is unraveling, so he resorts to a desperate improvisation. In a calculated move, he calls out to the woman, attempting to grab her attention by claiming she dropped a $5 bill. It's evident how close to danger she is. The story takes another unsettling turn, though. The man, assumed to be the aggressor, is believed to have made his getaway in a white SUV, which subsequently drove off. According to the victim's account, this vehicle circled her home approximately 4 times, slowing down with each pass. This recurring presence only adds to the distressing nature of the situation, leaving the victim understandably fearful and on edge. As the camera zooms in, his initial image becomes more defined. One might mistake him for an ordinary man, just another individual going about his daily affairs. However, beneath that seemingly innocuous facade lies a malevolent force,
It definitely helps you like become well aware of your surroundings though. Like that's how a lot of things have to be because you just never know.
Very scary because now it's like if I go out and I'm always looking over my shoulder to see if, somebody's following me or anything.
In the initial video, where he was wearing a distinctive green top, he can be seen shadowing a woman around Echo Park Lake, persistently trailing her as she journeyed towards her home.
I don't know how to feel about that. I really hope she's okay though.
What's particularly alarming is how nonchalantly he strolls behind her. The woman was merely taking her dog for a walk, engaging in an everyday activity. However, in the process of this mundane task, she inadvertently placed herself on the radar for this menacing individual, highlighting the unsettling reality that danger can sometimes lurk even in the most ordinary moments of our lives. Even when security cameras are installed in your building, these predators seem unconcerned about who might witness their disturbing actions. It may indeed be time to exercise caution and consider staying indoors, especially as the sun sets and darkness blankets the horizon. In this unsettling incident, a malevolent man follows a woman home during the late hours, between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. Watch as he navigates the surroundings without displaying any signs of nervousness or concern, brazenly entering the building's hallway, seemingly unfazed by the security cameras observing his every move. He continues with the same calm demeanor as he trails the woman, who is ascending the stairs. Can you predict what unfolds next? Fortunately, the woman emerges unharmed, and her safety is the paramount outcome in this disconcerting scenario. We've acknowledged that countless monsters exist out there, but sometimes these monsters halt at our doorsteps, unable to breach the threshold. Unfortunately, this was not the case for a 20-year-old woman in Stillwater. She discovered that a monster had come dangerously close for comfort. Listen to the chilling 911 call as the woman urgently reports the imminent danger to her life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're on the way. Just stay on the line with me, okay?
Please. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
This distressing call paints a vivid picture of the terrifying situation she found herself in and the desperate measures she took to seek help and ensure her safety. The palpable fear and sheer terror in her voice are unmistakable as she desperately whispers, "I'm going to die. I'm going to die." The unthinkable occurs as the intruder forcefully rushes in, leaving her with no choice but to flee and seek refuge in her garage, all while frantically dialing the police for help.
I'm Officer Hal. Yeah, Officer Hal.
The intensity of this terrifying situation is harrowing, underscoring the profound and immediate danger she faced. The one positive from this chilling video is the intruder was arrested and hopefully won't do this again. This is not this stalker's first rodeo. The first instance when he followed a woman, pretending to apologize and then attempting to abduct her in a car, is truly alarming. Thankfully, the woman's fierce resistance and quick thinking saved her from harm as she fought back using her keys and even biting her attacker, allowing her to escape the danger. However, it's deeply concerning to see the same individual is now following another woman, as shown in the video. He strolls along the road, seemingly aimlessly, dressed in all black. His clothing might appear white and black in some frames due to the video quality. The repeated predatory behavior of this individual is indeed disturbing, and it's essential that law enforcement take appropriate action to ensure the safety of potential victims. The hope is that he faces more severe consequences than just a bite in the future, and that steps are taken to prevent further harm. When you find yourself being pursued by an unsettling individual on your way home, the natural course of action is to contact the police. However, what should you do when the individuals causing discomfort happen to be law enforcement themselves? This was precisely the dilemma faced by an Edmonton resident, and she did indeed call the cops.
The first
first one, I thought maybe it was just because she didn't want me to see her there. And then when they walked around the house and started doing the other cameras, I thought, this is it for me. I might not make it out.
When there was a knock at the door, she cautiously approached and noticed police officers outside. However, something about the situation didn't seem right, causing her to hesitate. She observed the police intentionally turning her security cameras away from her property. In response to this suspicious behavior, she promptly dialed 911 to report the police to the police, a situation that seems highly unusual. To her astonishment, one of the officers even attempted to forcefully kick down her back door.
Interfering with private property, which is the crime of mischief to private property, and they're obviously trying to make sure that there's no independent audio-video record of what they're doing, and that's obstruction of justice.
Has something like this ever happened to you? I'm in awe that 2 cops tried to destroy a camera on private property. What were their intentions? Let me know what you think. It's a common belief that most stalkers operate under the cover of darkness, and the stories, videos, and news reports we encounter often compel us to plan our lives to avoid being out late at night. However, this video challenges that assumption. Observe the woman as she goes about her day, and notice the man dressed in black, his hands concealed in his pockets, closely trailing behind her. Pay attention to the moment when she abruptly stops and changes direction. What's striking is how the stalker halts, frozen like a deer caught in headlights, only to resume following her as if nothing happened. This situation is incredibly unsettling, especially when you consider that it's unfolding in broad daylight with other people around. The audacity and persistence of the stalker in such a public setting is indeed disturbing. Unlike many of the stalkers we've previously discussed, this individual came prepared with a knife. His intentions were evidently violent, and according to the reports, he relentlessly followed a woman on the Lower East Side. In a brazen move, he forced his way into her apartment and proceeded to pilfer her phone along with a few other valuable items. In the video, we witness him casually wandering around, selecting his phone and pausing to gaze intently at the screen. His demeanor and actions leave little doubt that he is harboring malicious intentions, and his presence is deeply unsettling. When people mention that danger can unexpectedly appear around any corner, they are referring to situations like this. The sheer randomness of these events can be profoundly disheartening. However, upon closer examination, there might be more to these incidents than initially meets the eye. Observe how this man is intentionally walking in a completely different direction, but then changes his course to follow the woman across the road. Did he have prior intentions of targeting her, or is this encounter as random as it seems? It's worth contemplating further. The unsettling reality is that someone you've never encountered before can pose a threat simply because your paths cross at the worst possible moment. We can only hope for the safety of the woman in this video, even though the circumstances portrayed suggest otherwise. When this man left his home and diligently locked his doors, he had no inkling that he would encounter any trouble on his leisurely stroll on a cool evening. If you closely examine the upper part of this video, you'll notice 2 men tailing him almost immediately after he left his home. It's truly disconcerting to reflect on how easily and blatantly these stalkers conduct their nefarious activities. They move with impunity, making no earnest effort to conceal their actions. They simply walk closely behind their victims without maintaining any reasonable distance. In this case, the man wasn't followed by just one individual. He had 2 stalkers. This suggests a level of premeditation, as 1 could potentially be dismissed as a momentary decision, but 2 makes it undoubtedly orchestrated. It's disheartening to think that these individuals conspired to stalk this man. We can only hope that they will fail in whatever their intentions may be. However, as you aptly put it, hope can sometimes feel fragile, like a candle in the wind, easily extinguished. Nonetheless, It's essential to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities to law enforcement to ensure one's safety. Now, let's envision this scenario. You're strolling down a bustling street in downtown Orlando, going about your own business, when an eerie sensation creeps over you, like someone's eyes are fixed on you. You glance around, but there's no one in sight. You continue walking, but that unsettling feeling refuses to dissipate. Before you realize it, you're being trailed, closely followed, just as it happened to one unfortunate woman.
Terrifying, you know, as a woman, we always try to be as safe as we can, and you just never know what to expect.
As she was simply going about her day, an unsettling ordeal unfolded for this woman. A stalker began to trail her, always maintaining a certain distance, but never allowing her to slip out of his view. This unwelcome pursuit began early in the morning, and the video captures her efforts to evade him as she hastened her pace. However, he persists in his pursuit. Eventually, she reaches her apartment building, likely thinking she's found safety. To her dismay, the stalker proceeds to follow her right inside the building. The suspect's demeanor remains eerily calm as he walks behind the woman, seemingly unhurried. Inside the building, the situation takes a terrifying turn as the stalker launches an attack on the woman, ultimately stealing money from her wallet.
It's crazy that, you know, somebody's going home or going to and from a place and, you know, they're being followed by somebody who don't want to, you know, who they don't know or don't want to be around.
This distressing incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of staying vigilant and taking steps to protect one's personal safety. Indeed, while she was fortunate to escape with only minor injuries, this harrowing experience left her feeling violated and consumed by fear. It's a common misconception that once you're inside the sanctuary of your own home, you're automatically out of harm's way. However, as this story poignantly illustrates, it's imperative to remain vigilant, stay aware of your surroundings, and be on the lookout for potential threats, even in seemingly secure environments. Personal safety should never be taken for granted, and precautions should be taken both indoors and outdoors to mitigate risks. You're not even safe from stalking when simply shopping for groceries. The woman recording believes she's being racially profiled by the man and claims she deals with this at least 5 times a day. The last thing anyone wants while heading home is to have a gun pointed at them. In this particular instance, 2 men, seemingly returning from the gym, had no inkling of the peril awaiting them as they approached their doorstep. Suddenly, 2 robbers emerged from their car and forcibly entered the residence, catching the unsuspecting victims off guard. The man inside the house promptly complied with the intruders, swiftly relinquishing their belongings. It's generally advisable to cooperate in such situations to prevent any further escalation of violence. In the end, these men managed to emerge from the ordeal physically unharmed, albeit with fewer possessions. Considering the circumstances, their situation could have taken a far more dire turn had tensions escalated. It's often difficult to predict the impact one's actions can have on others, especially in public spaces. In a distressing incident, a man followed a woman home due to a perceived slight that occurred when they separately crossed paths at a grocery store. Tragically, this perceived offense led to an extreme reaction. The man followed the woman to her residence and, in a shocking turn of events, shot at her. Fortunately, the shot only grazed her, causing minimal harm. However, her brother was also struck by gunfire and had to be hospitalized. In the aftermath of this bizarre and violent outburst, the man managed to flee the scene, realizing the grave consequences of his actions.
Why would someone, do you think, get so mad over something so small?
I have no idea. You know, people just time bombs, you know, for little stuff, dumb stuff.
This incident serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable and potentially dangerous consequences of reacting to perceived slights with violence. Imagine you're relaxing on the beach, enjoying the lovely view, the smell of the ocean, the sound of the waves, and all the other great things that come with the experience. And suddenly, you realize you're being watched. That was the case with this woman here. She was attempting to read her book and realized she was being watched by a creepy man. You could be thinking, it's the beach. It's a public space. Although that's true, would you agree it's a bit odd that the woman moved and shortly after, so did the man? Seems fishy to me.
I was trying to read a book on the beach and I noticed someone staring at me. I thought I could be imagining, but I decided to get up and move to a different area anyway. And he conveniently decided to move there too.
She decided the weather wasn't great and it was best to go home. She used an app called InvisiWare to talk to an agent. In an emergency like this, they can access your live location. This isn't a sponsor, but this app can indeed be useful. Years ago, I posted clips of gang stalking, which sparked many debates in the comments. Some believe it's a real thing, while others believe it's simply paranoia. The definition of gang stalking found on Google is a different experience of repeated harassment, which instead comes from multiple people who organize around a shared purpose with no one person solely responsible. A woman filming on the bus feels like she's being gang stalked by passengers on the bus. You could make the case that they're riding the bus like anyone else would. Or is there a secret agenda we don't know about? Let me know what you think of gang stalking down below. What's scarier than being followed, being tracked? A man was being followed by another man in a red vehicle. To make matters worse, the strange man in the red vehicle left what appears to be a tracker on the vehicle of his potential victim. It wasn't a great job at placing the supposed tracker in a hidden location, but nonetheless, the stalker did one last circle around like the creep he is. The man recording decided to get in his vehicle to stalk the stalker, perhaps to get a description for the police. The stalker got away and was never seen again. Guess stalking isn't so fun when the tables are turned, huh? You might have heard someone use the term walk in the park regarding something that's easy. That's because a walk in the park is meant to mean something easygoing. However, it was anything but that for this woman who was followed by a strange man. Listen as she explains the situation that'll surely send chills down your spine.
Hey guys, so I'm at my local park. I'm like 99% sure that this guy's following me. He's made like the same 2 or 3 turns that I have. And I'm just not sure what's going on. This is like the 4th left turn that I've made and he's most definitely following me, and I'm fairly certain that he's taking pictures of me.
She stated how the man followed her in spite of several turns, all while taking pictures of her. She decided enough was enough and confronted the sick individual. Watch this.
This is honestly so scary. He's for sure following me. I'm gonna have to confront him. Hey, are you following me?
No, I swear I'm not.
The man initially made a very poor attempt to hide himself before completely running away.
Hey, are you following me?
No, I swear I'm not.
No, I know you are. You've been following me this whole time. Hey, I can still see you.
Kudos to the brave woman for standing up for herself. No one ever anticipates it happening to them. You live in the same neighborhood for years, traverse the familiar streets daily, and rarely feel threatened. However, danger can sometimes emerge from the most unexpected quarters, lying in wait for an opportune moment to strike. One woman learned this sobering lesson through a painful experience. She was walking home like any other night when her assailant launched his attack. He had been clandestinely observing her, patiently biding his time for the ideal moment to pounce. What's particularly unsettling is the calculated nature of this assault. The man had been monitoring her for an extended period, gaining an intimate understanding of her daily routine. He even went so far as to remove his shoes to move in near silence, ensuring she wouldn't hear him approach. And when she least expected it, he executed his plan. In the end, we can't control the actions of others, but we can take measures to safeguard our own well-being. Don't let familiarity breed complacency. Remain vigilant, stay prepared, and prioritize your safety. In this video, a woman is walking the streets of New York late at night and noticed another woman was being crept on. She was initially hesitant to intervene, but eventually she mustered up the courage to lend a helping hand. You won't believe what happened next.
Okay guys, I don't normally film these type of videos, but I see this girl over there across the street. I'm literally by my car about to go out and she looks really uncomfortable. I don't know, should I go somewhere? It's like really late at night. Okay, I'm from New York. I'm gonna go. I girls supporting girls. Do y'all see? Nah. Okay, I'm just gonna go inside. Hey girl! Girls, waiting for you in the car. What? Oh, who's this? Talking to her about what? What the fuck? Well, we gotta go. Do I know him though? No. I don't think I'm gonna get to know him. Let's go. Bye! Let's go. You need a ride? Yes, please. Okay, let's go.
The man sounded shook and was at a loss for words before the girl runs off. What a great display of bravery shown here. It's like I always say at the end of the videos. Stay vigilant, friends. However, this ain't the end. We have more crazy stalkers coming up you won't believe. Has there ever been an instance where you purchased something and felt like you were being watched? That's exactly what happened to this Long Island woman.
Look at her, give her a look actually, and she put her camera in her pocket.
This woman was assisting her disabled son getting into their van when she noticed another woman recording them from a distance. Little did she know, this was merely the inception of her nightmare. As she maneuvered her van into the driveway and commenced aiding her son in getting inside their house, a gold car suddenly pulled up and a man hastily emerged from the passenger side.
Comes into the back of the car and very quickly and effortlessly just breaks open the back window, takes out the Louis Vuitton bag.
In a matter of seconds, he shattered the rear window of the car, seized her brand new bag, and hastily fled into the night. However, the truly alarming revelation was that the surveillance footage unveiled a more sinister truth. These criminals had been surveilling her for an extended period, far longer than she had realized. They had tailed her all the way from the store to her residence. It remains unknown how long they had been lurking in the shadows, biding their time for the precise moment to attack.
Came to our house to do it. Like, you never see that. You think it would just happen at the store.
Police aimed to leverage the footage to bring these criminals to justice. For this woman, the aftermath of a seemingly routine shopping trip has undoubtedly left an indelible mark. A simple purchase turning into a harrowing nightmare. It serves as a stark reminder that we can never be too cautious about who might be watching. In this video by Inside Edition, posted on May 19th of 2021, an 11-year-old girl was waiting for the bus before a scary man pulled over, got out of his vehicle, and attempted to abduct her. The girl was able to fight the stalker off and even managed to take the man down. The creepy man then fled the scene. The girl's mother stated that the man had approached her at the bus stop 2 weeks prior. The creep, Jared Stangup, would be arrested, and you'll just have to listen to how the police found him. Keep watching, because you won't believe this.
Deputies say they located the man's vehicle, which had been freshly painted at a home nearby, but the clincher cops say the man had blue slime on his arm. Slime is the sticky, putty-like substance that's incredibly popular with kids, and cops say the girl had been playing with blue slime at the time of the attack.
Cool enough, Inside Edition demonstrated how kids can fend off kidnappers. Teach your kids how to defend themselves, because you never know if this will be your kid. Stay tuned for our next pick that will leave you feeling disturbed. This surveillance footage took Korea by storm in May of 2019, when a woman came home and was followed by a stalker who tried to follow her in, but the woman closed the door just in time. The creepy man was trying to get in, but the woman wisely locked the door. As he was looking around, the man noticed the security cameras, so he tried to keep his head down. The following day, the stalker turned himself in to the police. Who knows what would have happened had that woman not closed her door? I'm glad we'll never know. Keep watching, because our next pick is crazy. I know this isn't CCTV footage, but I had to include it. Global News posted this video on May 19th of 2021 of Jamie Coots filming herself being followed by a creepy man in a mask.
feel about 2 feet behind me that someone was there. And so I actually just stepped off the path to let them pass, but they didn't.
Coots stated the man did not care at all that he was being filmed and was following her for several blocks before eventually going into a skate park.
Hey, do you mind if I sit with you guys? This guy's literally been following me in circles for like 40 minutes and I've been recording it.
Some brave skaters confronted the stalker and scared him away, which was actually awesome of them. I'm glad Jamie wasn't harmed and everything worked out in the end. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button and turn on post bell notifications so you never miss an upload. Published by 12 News on July 17th of 2019, a teenage boy was followed to his Ahwatukee home. Across the street was a red Toyota pickup truck. Moments after the boy entered his home, the scary man pulled into his driveway, got out, and attempted to enter his home. The man noticed the security camera and left. Police blurred out his face and claimed there was no crime committed. Attempted home invasion isn't a crime? Apparently, attempted home invasion isn't a crime. Who knew? In this video by Eyewitness News ABC 7NY, posted on October 6th of 2021, a woman was coming home from work but was followed home by a scary man.
The video is terrifying. It was just a matter of seconds.
He was literally like 1 second from going inside.
He tried to get in, but the woman closed the door in the nick of time. The man had apparently followed her home from work.
He followed me inside the building and he said, miss twice.
She describes the horrifying moment seen in this video as the suspect accesses the lobby. Seconds later, the woman knew he was around the corner and she quickly tried to open her apartment lock. Her instincts spot on.
Hey, yo, miss.
He came right after her, determined to get inside.
Papi, open up the door, bro.
I came inside and then right away I just screamed, somebody's following me. Like he was literally 1 second from coming inside.
As she watches this video, she knows she was very lucky.
I feel very scared. Like I was saying, what if I had the top door locked? What if, like, it was literally just 1 second. If I had the top lock, he could have got of me.
Good thing her instincts kicked in and she locked that door fast. Make sure you watch your back when you're walking home, especially at 2 a.m. On a cold night at 9 p.m., a man in a hoodie can be seen standing outside a home. The man recording stated that this man stood there for a full minute, following his sister home every night and then just watches her.
This guy has been stalking my sister for months. He stood out here for a full minute. This is the behavior my sister has told me about. He follows her home when she gets here from work, then stands and watches her.
The man then walked away, but was said to be at their door.
After working up the courage, I guess. He walks up 3 flights of stairs and is outside my door.
I couldn't find a follow-up video. All we can do is hope that this isn't going on anymore. Connor Harmon uploaded this TikTok of a creepy stalker who followed him onto a train. He knew all sorts of information about him, such as his place of work.
She doesn't know you. Where'd you know me from then?
From where you went before.
Says the area I work in.
What have you been doing there? What the fuck? Where'd I work?
Says exactly where I work.
The comments all didn't get a good vibe from the strange man, and I don't either.
No, I'd kiss you.
Do it then. Don't speak too soon. Go on, do it then. Do it in touch words.
Well, I can't right now. I've got a girlfriend, don't I?
Connor, if you're seeing this, be careful. As a student, you might believe that you have limited means to protect yourself. However, the reality is that you possess more agency than you may realize. Take, for instance, this courageous young woman who narrowly evaded a harrowing encounter with a disconcerting older man, despite her age.
He said he was looking for his dog, and he sounded really worried, so he asked me if I seen it, and I said no, but then he kept repeating the question.
The man had been tailing her home after school, and it didn't stop him from approaching her. Despite cameras having visuals of the creep's vehicle, the man was nowhere to be seen.
I was really freaked out. It's creepy.
He brazenly offered her money to accompany him to his car, a proposition that would send shivers down anyone's spine. However, this girl displayed remarkable quick thinking and knew precisely how to safeguard herself. She provided the authorities with ample information, all while ensuring her own safety in the process. When it comes to the concept of stranger danger, it's consistently better to err on the side of caution. Remember, stranger danger is a real concern, and it's always prudent to instill in children the knowledge and strategies they need to protect themselves. Lispy Jimmy, a well-known YouTuber and streamer with a dedicated following, found himself in a rather unsettling situation when an uninvited guest showed up to his house at 3 a.m. Instead of feeling flattered, he was understandably alarmed by this unexpected intrusion.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is a fan or not.
In this unnerving situation, Jimmy faced a dilemma. He's understandably reluctant to venture outside and risk a potential confrontation, but he's also determined to capture this uninvited person on camera as evidence. With a mix of caution and curiosity, he carefully opens the door and starts scanning his yard. Initially, nothing seems out of place, but then, in the dim light of the night, he catches a glimpse of movement across the street. Sparking his attention. The situation becomes even more unsettling as Jimmy spots a tall man who appears to be in distress, pacing in circles for no apparent reason. This eerie sight prompts Jimmy to quickly retreat back into his house, where he and his girlfriend check and double-check all the locks, consumed by a sense of unease. Throughout the video, they remain on edge, pondering whether there might be an intruder inside their home. Every little noise sets them on edge, and they anxiously await daylight. As for whether the video could be staged or a genuine encounter from a fan or stranger, it's hard to prove one way or the other. Without more concrete evidence, it remains a mystery, leaving room for various interpretations and speculations about the encounter. It started out as an ordinary day for Kiana Mays and her son as they entered their apartment building. Little did she know, danger was lurking just behind her. A man with a weapon concealed in his waistband followed her inside, ready to strike. However, fate had a different plan for this would-be attacker. As he followed Kiana, he noticed a ring camera across the hall. Suddenly, his eyes widened in realization. He had been caught on camera. It's difficult to imagine what could have happened if not for that camera. The attacker had been waiting in the parking lot, stalking his prey. This was a calculated attack, and Kiana was fortunate to have been saved by technology. Kiana shared the video on social media, issuing a warning to others to be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. She never expected it to go viral, but it did. People were shocked and frightened to see how easy someone could have been harmed. Or worse, it serves as a stark reminder that we live in a world where danger can lurk around any corner. However, it's also a reminder that we have the power to protect ourselves, thanks to modern technology like doorbell cameras. Having loving and caring parents is a virtue, as this clip proves. A man had been following a woman for some time, but little did he know, this time, her father would be waiting. Watch as he's confronted.
What are you doing now? Why do you keep coming up here? Like, you see me, like...
Hey, if you guys are going like in different directions...
Yeah, but you see me come on the elevator and watch me get on the elevator and came up here. Like, I don't...
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't trying to be like that. Like,
Okay, well... Please go about your day.
Comments were concerned about the door being shut as the father went out to confront the man in case something terrible happened. Was there a better way to go about this? Let me know. Although Amazon is taking over, malls can still be a nice time. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case here. Uploaded to the channel Emma and Ellie's Family on June 3, 2022, while shopping, they were followed by a group of creepy men. The encounter wasn't caught on camera, however. Take a look.
So me and Ellie have been followed by these group of boys the whole time that we have gotten here. So one of them asked for my Snap in H&M. And I was like, I already have a boyfriend, like, sorry. And so I was like, thanks, whatever. So I first turned him down. And then we see them in what store next? PacSun. They come in PacSun. Then we leave. Then they come in the next store, which was Lulu. And they were just waiting outside until we were done checking out. And he was like, he didn't realize that he was asking you, and we're big fans. So we were like, can we get a picture? And Ellie got in it too. And he was like, can you throw up 4s? Which is just like, you hold up 4 fingers. And I was like, sure, why not?
From what I've gathered, nothing crazy happened, and that's a good thing. Alma is supposed to be the safest place imaginable, a haven for relaxation, unwinding, and a sense of security. However, what if your home, the very place that should be a sanctuary, becomes a target for criminals? This nightmare became a stark reality for 2 men who were robbed just outside their front door. As they were approaching their home, 4 men suddenly emerged from the shadows, launching a terrifying attack that shattered their sense of security, leaving them feeling exposed and vulnerable. The entire incident was captured on camera, and the footage is undeniably chilling. You can see the 2 victims walking towards their home, completely unaware of the imminent danger lurking behind them. Out of nowhere, 4 armed men sprint up from behind, brandishing guns and demanding their valuables. This is a scene that could potentially unfold for anyone, anywhere. The home is meant to be a sanctuary, a place where we can let our guard down and feel safe. However, when that sense of safety vaporizes, we must take action to ensure our homes and our neighborhoods remain secure. Let this serve as a stark reminder that even in the supposed safety of our own homes, we are never entirely immune to threats. Walking home from any place, whether it be work or school, should be an easy and normal routine, right? But what if you and your young one were walking home and upon arriving, you discover you were being followed? The woman and her daughter walked up to their door, and the stalker opened the gate as if it were his own property and pursued the women. Luckily, their neighbor was outside and confronted the stalker, prompting him to flee the scene. That neighbor will go down as a hero to those girls, and rightfully so. That guy is the GOAT. We need more men like this in the world. If it weren't for him, who knows what would have happened? I know it wouldn't have been good. Stalking is an epidemic. Normally, it happens to teens and young adults. But parents, it's important to be aware that this can also happen to your young ones, regardless of their age. Of course, this video is to educate viewers on exactly that. Example being, a 55-year-old Florida man was accused of stalking a little girl and saying inappropriate things I can't repeat due to guidelines. What I can say is, the parent's side was heard, and the creep was given a chance to give his side and refused.
I can barely hear you. Can you speak up? Something about talking to the officer he previously spoke to tomorrow. I hear you talking, but I can't understand you. Can you speak up?
As a result, he was detained. Police walked him out in handcuffs. Listen, as the man is more concerned about his door than the fact that he's going to jail.
You got anything on you? I need to make sure my door is secured, locked.
We will secure it.
I need to make sure.
I will make sure.
Who are you? Are you the sergeant?
I am the sergeant. Go get your car.
He makes demands such as his Skechers and believes he's in control in spite of being in cuffs. He clearly doesn't understand, so the officer explains the charges.
No, I want my Skechers, please. Yeah, I want my Skechers. I want my shoes, please.
No, man. Listen, we played this game with you yesterday. Okay?
You don't call. There's 2 sides to every story.
There is.
You haven't heard the other side of the story.
You will have your day in court. But you had your opportunity to tell your side of the story yesterday, and you didn't.
There are indeed 2 sides to a story. However, people don't just go around accusing people of the things you were accused of.
What is the bond amount?
$5,000.
Aggravated stalking. We're not going to argue. We're not going to discuss it. That's your charge, period. You want to discuss it, that guy's called a judge.
I really want to make a point of emphasis. Do what the young girl's parents did if you feel your young ones are in danger. Notify the police. We see a Wisconsin man detained by half a dozen police officers. What do you think he did? What if I told you absolutely nothing? That's right. Patrick Tomlinson was in cuffs due to a 911 call falsely accusing him of murdering his wife.
Half a dozen police officers with shotguns, pistols drawn, assault rifles, all pointed at my face.
Someone had called 911 falsely reporting that the homeowner, Patrick Tomlinson, had just killed his wife, Nikki, all to bring a massive police response with the SWAT team.
The couple received menacing voicemails and emails from a stalker, which I can't show here.
This only gets worse for you. Then your wife has disappeared, followed by your mother-in-law. Then I delight in torturing you to death.
They were also being stalked on business trips, claiming their stalker showed up later and recreates the image. So, what caused all this? Why such burning hatred? Well, as ridiculous as it may sound, it's true. Tomlinson put out a tweet that he didn't find a particular SNL skit funny, which is understandable. There's even a tweet with a picture of an officer demanding Tomlinson admit that the comedian is funny. These swatting calls are still happening, which is insane to think about. It's important to know that not everyone is gonna have the same opinion as you. If you don't like someone's opinion, just move on. It's not that serious. These cyberstalking cults need to get a life. One major concern with stalking is that nothing can be done until the stalker does something awful. Stalking laws are not strict enough, and it shows here. 22-year-old Juan is accused of fatally wounding a 22-year-old woman with a gun. The victim expressed concerns months prior, but nothing was done. A witness saw the entire thing unfold. Listen to the description of the terrifying scene.
There was no words, no nothing. She yelled out when he hit her with the first shot.
Terrell says he'd already seen the suspect circling the neighborhood before trapping Esquerra.
I didn't see his car for a while, but he came back down this roadway side and pulled in right behind her and just jammed her up inside the parking spot where she couldn't get out.
The suspect tried hiding nearby and was caught. This would not be his first time being arrested. What's your take on stalking laws? What can they do to prevent tragic situations like this from happening? Either way, this is a terrible and completely avoidable incident. Condolences to the victim and her family. In this video, we see a young woman working out in the gym, and it quickly becomes apparent that an older man is following her every move in a creepy manner from behind her. If you are a woman who worked out in a gym on a regular basis, watching this video will make your skin crawl. This is yet another video that demonstrates how ladies are unable to exercise in the gym without being gawked at. This woman was stretching, but this strange man came up to her and started making her feel uncomfortable, which is inappropriate and completely unacceptable. Once again, some creepy men being inappropriate at the gym. This weirdo takes it a step further and starts recording a woman working out. The man does this shamelessly, which says a lot about gym culture and general respect for women. I hope he gets banned from that gym for life. He's not in the angle. I asked neighbors about it later, and they said that he just moved in with his girlfriend's fam after being released from prison. During one of the hottest days of summer, this girl was recording TikTok videos in her driveway. But things took a turn for the worse when she became aware that a total weirdo was watching her. This YouTuber was enjoying the lovely weather, riding around on his motorcycle, when he noticed that someone was following him, and it made him feel uncomfortable.
What seriously doing? What does he want? I don't understand. wave me on. Go. I'm old, dude.
In this video, a man was driving around in a white truck near some bikers. For some reason, he became enraged with the bikers and followed them around acting like a crazy person.
Bring a ride, truck. They want us dead. Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. Yeah, go left. Up here. Sorry, I'm taunting them. If they knew something, these aren't dirt bikes. We're on a chase right now. 943, we got a 117. Oh, you're joking, but there's literally an F-150 coming after us.
This guy was just enjoying his day, but at some point he noticed a police officer was following him around for no apparent reason.
Thin-skinned group of fucking individuals has took it, because, you know, that's part of being a kid. You get shit rolls downhill from bigger and older kids onto you. That's, you know, that's just life being a kid. A lot of them were really, really good people that brought around a lot of... Is that a cop behind me? Yeah, I think that's a cop behind me. I think I'm about to get pulled over.
The guy's day went from enjoyable to uncomfortable very quickly. We have no idea why he was being followed. In this disturbing video, a woman is driving around while being followed by a stranger.
Are you able to see my live location?
Yes, I see that currently you're traveling down street at the moment. Is everything okay?
Yes, and if anything happens, are you able to notify authorities?
Absolutely. I can get the police out to your location right away if you need it. Could you tell me about the situation?
Thank you. The reason I'm calling is just because I've been driving and there's this person who's been following me kind of aggressively for a while now, and I haven't been able to lose them, so...
I'm so sorry that's happening to you today, Lauren. I know that must be really nervous to have that car following you. Yeah, I can stay with you. I just want to make sure that you're safe.
This guy was having a nice day. However, he discovers that he's being followed by a police officer whose job is supposed to be protect and serve, not creep and stalk.
Speed trap. Caution.
So he ended up seeing another car going the other direction, a little too fast. He didn't have any radar on or anything like that, which is just unusual. He was blasting me with KA band from behind my car while he was following me, and I didn't go over the speed limit.
TikTok user Taylor came up with a great idea that will help people determine whether they're being followed or stalked. If you suspect someone is following you around, put your phone in your back pocket with the camera lens exposed and record as you walk. You may be shocked by what you find. Take a look at this TikTok video. It depicts an event with a stalker that took place in the middle of the day.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a guy following you? Huh? You got a guy following you?
Yes.
So what's... Do you know why?
I have no...
You have no clue?
I am doing my DoorDash.
Yeah.
This guy's following me.
So do you know who he is?
Second wife's...
Like boyfriend or whatever?
No,
son?
No, his son.
Okay. You have an order of protection that needs to be served. Is the reason why he's following you. Do we know this weird guy is following you?
Can you just warn me?
Well, so we're gonna take some action against him because
I would not try to make any contact with him because he is an offender on an order of protection for your mother. So I don't know why you would even try to approach this person.
I mean, he said he's done this in the past and stuff like that, so he does want a 95.
Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely needs to go.
Yeah.
Standpoint here, you can't go stalk someone else to serve them.
Did those people tell you to stop following him at any point?
No, I mean, I called him after the fact. I think he came over there.
Today?
Yes or no?
I think he told me to leave. Right? He said you understand that the entire conversation is recorded, right?
Somebody that didn't like you or started following you everywhere, what would you think about that?
It'd probably be unsettling, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be very unsettling. That's why you can't do that.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
Makes sense?
He felt disturbed by you following him. he felt unsettled by you following him. That's not okay. And like my partner said over here, that is disorderly conduct. That is a criminal offense. Okay? So I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. You are under arrest at this point for disorderly conduct, and you are going to be coming to the police department.
Well, I'll move. We'll get your car. No, you're fine.
Could you be careful in my back, my lower back?
Yep.
My neck is off. I'm sorry.
According to this TikTok user, this is the third time that this old man has visited them in an attempt to engage in sexual activity.
You have to booking.
Booking?
Yeah, you see, what time do you like to come back?
No, my friend.
What do you want? You want sex?
Yes.
You want sex, you go somewhere else. Don't you read the sign? Look, read it. If you want sex, you go somewhere else. Hey, don't you read the sign?
No.
Okay. One sec. Pause.
Hopefully, the authorities deal with this person before somebody gets hurt, or worse. A man creepily stared at this woman while she was working out at the gym.
Watch this creep come over to my personal bubble while doing our DLS. The gym was practically empty, and so many corners to be in, and he chose this one. I've been in this corner for 10 minutes before him and only had one set left. So I started recording him, so now we're all uncomfortable together. He was literally staring at my Pikachu before this.
Once she found out, she was wildly uncomfortable, and I don't blame her. In this TikTok video, the uploader was enjoying a nice ride on his motorcycle. Unfortunately, he eventually noticed someone had been following him for a few hours, which is unsettling. Although not much else is known about this video, the biker is safe. We don't know who the stalker is, but thankfully, no one was harmed. This video shows two women dancing and having fun in the middle of the night when suddenly two men approach them from behind. What did these men want? Sadly, we'll never find out. This horrible moron was following this woman and her companion around on a bike, asking them if he could show them his genitals.
Is mine work pretty?
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen. Nope. Nope. Have a nice night. No, that's okay. Here we go.
Want him circumcised.
Have a great night, sir.
Then the video cuts off suddenly, although the uploader said that the recording went on for a little while longer. Hopefully, they catch this creep before somebody actually gets hurt or worse. Fancy La Queen uploaded this TikTok video where she confronted the individuals who were stalking her when they were sitting in the car next to her.
Hi, why are you guys?
Stay away from us.
But why are you here?
Stay away from us.
I live here. Why are you recording me?
Show us the proof. Show us the proof. Show us the proof if you live here.
Why are you stalking me?
Call the cops. Let's call the cops.
Okay, call the cops.
We will. Call the cops.
Okay, call the cops.
Go P2, Ben. Go P2 and I'll call the cops.
Okay, call the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'll park right here.
TikTok user TJ claims the government is following him around and trying to find out what he's doing.
Oh shit, there he is. That's the black truck right behind me, guys. There he is. I told you. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I gotta pull over somewhere. Let's just keep it calm. TikTok, don't take my video down, please. Okay, guys, so I'm going to actually go into that Target right there. Hold on. And I'm just going to go. So, I'll give you guys an update in a little bit.
It sounds a lot like a conspiracy theory in a way. What would you do if you thought the government was after you? Karma will always find you, and when it does, it tastes just as sweet as justice.
Yeah. She following me, so I'm still following her ass back.
When this TikTok user was browsing the aisles of a store, they became aware of a stranger following them around.
This is crazy. I'll kick her ass in the front.
Rather than trying to hide or seeking the assistance of an employee, the uploader chose to follow the stalker around and harass them back.
Awesome. Excuse me.
Well, you get what you ask for. TJ from the government stalking clip uploaded another video of him being pursued by a trio of black trucks.
Now I know I'm not crazy, because that dude followed me from home all the way to a Wawa. Like,
the events in this man's life seem like something from a movie.
okay, so I did call the cops. They found the guy. The guy denied any involvement, so now the cops think I'm crazy. But this man in that truck right there, followed me. And you guys saw in the last video, he was literally watching my house. I don't get it. I'm about to go live in a minute. No fucking way. There's another one right there. Are there any more? Look. Another one. What the f is going on? This isn't good. I'm being followed by 3 trucks from the looks of it. 3 random black trucks are just chilling all in the parking lot as I'm just sitting here.
What do you think could be going on with him and the strange videos he's been posting? Do you think the videos are legit? While this TikTok user was setting up her camera to capture some cool dance moves, she became aware that a man on a bike had followed her up and down the street for 15 to 20 minutes. She was just about to start the dance when she realized it, and that must have been horrifying. The following video shows why we should constantly be alert of our surroundings, no matter the time of day.
I'm sorry. It's creepy ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I was just about to say that motherfucker not respect.
He was been following me for a block.
Are you serious? You can sit with us if you want.
Yeah, I'll wait till he's gone. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
oh my god.
That is not.
It was so.
The uploader came perilously close to being abducted in broad daylight. On a happy note, though, thanks to her quick thinking, she's still with us today. Sometimes, simply recording what's going on around you may save your life. The uploader noticed they were being followed, so they started recording. This apparently scared the creep out, and they stopped following the uploader right then. These folks were having a nice dinner when they noticed a creepy person stealthily taking photos of them. It's disgusting. They started recording the guy, which prompted him to leave. Someone was able to record a suspicious man following individuals around at a Walmart parking lot. Walmarts are known to get a little weird, but stalking is another matter altogether. This woman was just walking home when she observed a creepy elderly man following behind her with his hands down his pants. She tried to ignore him, but that's still pretty disgusting. This TikTok user was happily chilling in bed when she noticed some creep was watching her from outside her window and ringing her doorbell at 6 a.m. A young lady by the name of Molly uploaded this TikTok video. In it, she reveals that a stalker took pictures of her while walking around campus and then sent them to her. What a strange mind game. I hope they catch this creep. Imagine that you're at a store and you discover that a stranger is monitoring your every move.
Bro, that person keeps following me.
TikTok user Azogi found herself in this exact position late one evening.
So he literally waited for me outside, and he is to my right, and I'm scared to look. Yeah. Bro, he's fucking staring at me. So basically right now I drove to a Target because he was following me with his car. Great. And I'm at Target in the parking structure just trying to wait and just looking out, making sure that he didn't see me. Yeah, I'm gonna drive home and hope for the best, but you guys need to be safe. I had a really shitty day, so this just made it worse. Like he literally waited out for me and followed me with his car. Like, who does that? Who does that?
Unfortunately, the video didn't reveal the stalker. Regardless, let's hope they catch this person before someone gets hurt. This individual discovered that they were being followed, so they decided to start recording. They uploaded this TikTok clip and explained that they wanted to document the situation just to be safe, and I don't blame them. This TikTok user claims that they were filming some entertaining videos in this wonderful forest when they discovered that a strange person was observing them at a distance, which naturally terrified them. The uploader did say that they had some form of protection on them just in case, but thankfully they weren't forced to use it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
A man named Danny Tamiya recorded videographic evidence of a possible stalker, and he shared it on TikTok.
I keep getting that feeling like someone's watching me, and I hate it. You know, it gives me those like body chills. Like I'll be sitting on my computer and I like get that like ugh feeling, and you know, but there's nobody that lives in these apartments. But I'm trying to like see if there's anybody in there. Or they're just empty. You know, and then the lights are completely off, and it's like they're in the shadows, just staring at me, walking around like an idiot. You know, it's that like tingly feeling in the back of your neck when you like know someone's. Whoa, there he is.
This TikTok user claims that someone has been following them and staring them down for the past week, and they have no idea who the stalker is or what they want. A man by the name of Mike Cope was shooting video of his wife and daughter exercising when he inadvertently caught some jerk staring them down the entire time. It doesn't look like anything came of it, but you have to be really careful at the gym. This woman was working out when she noticed a creepy guy was watching her every move, so she posted this video as proof. While this guy was showing off his muscles and flexing on his TikTok account, he caught an absolute weirdo recording him and uploaded the video.
Hey, what you doing? Mate, why are you recording me? I wasn't. Mate, I wasn't. The fuck? Mate,
Yet another woman minding her own business working out at the gym, and this guy stops right in front of her and just stares. She continues to focus on her training, but the creep just stands there like it's his job. A man uploaded a video where an unsettling person followed them around and stared at them. Who is this guy and what did he want? It's a puzzle that we will probably never solve. This gentleman uploaded a video showing him on a bench press, while a guy near him acted in an odd and agitated manner. The guy took several photos and laughed a few times. Drugs, perhaps? This woman was working out, minding her own business, and was forced to stop mid-workout because a guy was harassing her. She got fed up and threw the weights down, and then the video ended abruptly. Hopefully, she's okay. This woman was in the middle of her set, and this guy tried to take over her space. She asked him to leave her alone several times, and eventually another gym-goer had to intervene. The audacity of some of these people is breathtaking. After this creep's 2-year protection order expired, she went right up to this person's house and began photographing their unit for some bizarre reason. According to this TikTok user, they ordered a pizza, then mistook the white car in front of their house for the delivery driver. In fact, this mysterious car only departs when the actual delivery person arrives a few moments later.
Hello. How are you? Good. Seat. And there you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You too.
According to the uploader, they asked their neighbors about the occurrence and they were equally perplexed. What do you suppose happened here? A mysterious figure can be seen in this video strolling around this homeowner's backyard at night for no apparent reason.
Police is looking for this nigga.
Only the next door frame. The next door frame. Alright? I'm alright. Your friend owes me the next door frame. What happened to your face, buddy? Your next door frame. What happened to your face? Your next door frame. Door frame. He owes me the next door frame. I'm right here. I'm not resisting. I know you are. Yep. I'm fighting. I'm not fighting whatsoever. Whenever he's the doors, the next door frame, I'm right here. Yes, sir.
Them on my whatever.
Whenever he uses the next door frame, I'm right. Yes, sir. Yeah, we gotta bring him somewhere. I don't know how we got in like you, but I need a way out, so. No, sir. No, ma'am. I apologize. Yes, ma'am. You're gonna hurt your feelings. No, man. That's another man friend.
Started the New Year's like this. Fucking New Year.
Same colleague as you are able to come back here, man. Secure me. You can secure me. Go ahead. I am not apologizing. I am not fighting. I am not resisting. I promise you. As you can see from the resistance camera.
No clue.
Fortunately, the police arrived and dealt with the unusual man. TJ, a TikTok user, tells the camera that he knows there is a stalker in his house and that he wants to do whatever he can to set up his camera and film this creep as evidence.
Guys, so I have my camera out right now. There is somebody in my house. They're downstairs. What the fuck was that? What the fuck is going on? Shit. Oh God. There is somebody in my house. There is somebody in my house right now with a knife and a hood. Please help. He's downstairs. Please help me. I'm begging you, please. My address.
After a few moments, the stalker strolls around the house. TJ claims that the police were called, so we can only hope that the creep was dealt with accordingly. Ashanti submitted this terrifying video to her TikTok, which will make you feel uneasy the next time you take public transportation. She claims that from the minute this guy stepped onto the train, he began saying odd things to her, including calling her sexy. He also inquired about her age, birth date, and other oddities.
You know, the other one, Lil Kim too. You better Lil Kim too.
You said what?
You better Lil Kim. Second.
No, I'm cool, thank you. I'm good, thank you.
I've been sanitizing. I wash my ass this morning. You pretty.
Alright, I get it. You told me this. I'm not trying to be rude, but you just keep repeating the same thing. Like,
I'm sorry. Like movies.
Ashanti calmly asked the man to leave her alone and tried to drown him out by listening to music.
I'm trying to listen to music. I'm trying to listen to music.
Like CDs? What music like? What music like? What music?
This is what it's like.
What music?
This is what it's like, y'all. I said I'm trying to listen to music.
Yeah, trying to write into myself, but he being mad fucking weird. We thought we were gonna get off the fucking train. Salty as shit.
She began recording the video after a few minutes of him yapping, despite her attempts to ignore him. The man eventually gave her a nasty look. Fortunately, Ashanti was unharmed. In this video, this TikTok user sounds terrified for his life. He mentions two males on the roof and zooms in on them acting suspiciously.
Guys, there are two guys on the roof right now. One dude, that one guy right there with the hat, he literally was just pointing a red light at me.
22 years.
God. Oh my God.
Sometimes we have to take a break.
Oh my God.
The user states that in the upload description that they are observing his every move. Let's hope these creepy stalkers are soon apprehended. The following security footage shows the uploader's neighbor approaching and pounding on their door in the middle of the night. As soon as she does this, she turns away from the camera and moves away from the door. The homeowner then comes onto the microphone and informs the neighbor that she needs to get off her porch or she will call the cops again, confirming that this is not the first offense.
You need to get off my porch, I'm gonna call the cops again.
Every other video that I have of the girl shows her full face or it has her car with her license plate in it. I still want to try to handle this as clean as possible, so I want to protect her identity and her boyfriend's while doing this. A lot of people are mad that I even got involved. I want you guys to know that their fight and the door slamming started at noon that day. I had approached them 3 different times to check on them and ask them to stop very nicely, and they were warned that I would take this route if I absolutely had to, so I did. The first clip is of me finally calling the police officers, and that was at 6:30 that night. Also, I know that a lot of people felt like I should have never opened the door. I do agree that I shouldn't have done that, but she would not leave and I really just wanted her to go away. Also, the neighbors that lived directly above us was a paramedic and a police officer, so I knew that if anything really went south that I could call for help and they could both hear me because they were home. As far as other people complaining about the noise, I still have no idea if anybody did. Management never told me if there were previous complaints filed against this couple, but what I will say is that their next door neighbor was a special needs caregiver. She had regular clients that would come into the home and stay with her throughout the day while their parents were at work. A lot of them were very sensitive to noise and wore headphones anytime that they were outside. I know that they had to have heard this, I just don't know if they've ever said anything. So when I was complaining, it wasn't just about my comfort, it was also theirs. I hope this also explains why I found the door slamming so disrespectful. Also, I know that this didn't make a lot of sense to people, but we had to renew our lease. COVID and just the housing market in general did not leave us a lot of opportunity to buy a new home. And I want to remind you guys that after that night, she never approached us again. She never even made eye contact with whoever were outside at the same time. The door slamming had completely stopped and the arguing still happened but was very quiet. So us moving to the front of the complex was really just to get fully away from everything. And we thought that she would be happy that we were gone, but then she started stalking us. I know I mentioned that we used to take walks around the neighborhood. We no longer do that ever since the last shout outside, which was months ago. The latest incident was last Thursday when I was coming into my house after getting out of my car. She sped up and drove very closely by me and I had to lean into my car to get out of the way. I did not have my phone out when this happened, and where I parked, the Ring camera didn't pick it up, so I couldn't even use it as evidence for anything. But she's trying very hard to make me feel aware of what she is capable of. We're keeping everybody's advice and documenting anything that happens. We'll continue to call the police to file a formal complaint, and of course, we'll keep you guys posted if anything new happens. Part of me wants the girl to find these videos and realize how ridiculous it's just gotten and finally stop. But yeah, thank you guys for all of your help.
What would you do if your neighbor was crazy like this? A TikTok user named Jay Swade claims that their neighbor stalks them every night when they get home. The footage is terrifying as we see the neighbor peeking out their window right at Jay. Let's just hope that this neighbor eventually backs off, or if nothing else, the cops get involved. This terrifying security footage shows a suspicious man driving up to this house after midnight and watching it from his car. What was this weirdo thinking? Hopefully, everyone was safe. This terrifying video clip depicts the uploader's stalker neighbor attempting to break into their apartment when they were home alone. Sounds kinda sketchy. A Mesa woman was robbed at gunpoint from just outside her driveway, and authorities are now looking for the perpetrator. To say the least, it was a terrible experience, but Claudette Jones is one brave 84-year-old woman.
Give me your wallet.
This vile peeping Tom was recorded by this homeowner's backyard security cameras at night. lady and her 2 children were leaving the post office when they noticed a vehicle was following them. Her home security camera captured what happened when she arrived home and parked her car. The mother stops her car in front of the house, gets out, and begins to pull her children out of the car. The car that had followed her home from the post office pulls up next to her and parks in the street. A man emerges and rushes towards her. He threatens her and her children, and she offers him money and her watch. The robber re-enters his car and drives away. Fortunately, a witness was able to obtain the vehicle's license plate and reported it to the authorities. The man and another suspect were apprehended by police. Authorities suspect that they were responsible for a number of follow-home robberies in the area. This next creep is so disgusting that he will make your blood boil. According to the police, this man followed a woman home in Lower East Side in March 2017. He allegedly forced his way into her building and tried to rape her. A security camera installed outside caught the moment a man stalked a woman before stabbing her. It is truly a dangerous world out there. Always be aware of your surroundings when you're in public, but especially during the night hours. CCTV evidence from the murder of Shane Whitla was released by detectives from the North Ireland Major Investigation Unit. The 39-year-old father of 4 was discovered in a park in Lurgan on Thursday, January 12th, and was later pronounced dead. When you leave your house to enjoy a fancy restaurant, you're probably not thinking about stalkers or follow-home robberies. It's terrifying to realize that your nice area, restaurants, and affluence won't save you from these criminals. The man in the video sees his world turned upside down when 2 men stalk him from a restaurant. His face has been blurred for anonymity. When he gets to his door, these 2 males in black and green hoodies come into sight. They had been waiting for the right opportunity to carry out their nefarious schemes. Fortunately, they failed miserably. This video captures the moment Prince Williams lashes out at a paparazzi photographer for following him and his family around, which, as one might expect, made him feel rather uncomfortable.
You can have this altercation.
I know. I just realised who it was, and I've just.
You were out here looking for us.
I was actually. No, I didn't. I haven't been near the house. I've not been. I promise you, I've not been near your house. I've not been away.
Yes, you are. How dare you behave like you've done my children? How dare you?
I have not
You're
done anything.
stalking around here looking for us and our children. I went for a quiet bike ride with my children on Saturday.
That's fine.
And you've only given me your name. You're outrageous. You're disgusting. You really are. How dare you behave like that? And you knew we were going down here.
I didn't know you were coming down here, did I?
So where did you come from?
I just walked up from West Newton.
So why are you here? Yeah, I need you here, Murph. I've had an altercation with a photographer. He's filming me as I'm right next to him now. I'm coming down the
What?
Thank you for ruining our day.
I moved out of the way so you could get past. I did. As soon as I saw you, I moved.
Exactly what you were doing.
I moved into the tower.
Exactly what you were doing. Thought you guys had learned by now.
In August of 2021, Stephen Brenland uploaded this TikTok video showing this extremely creepy stalker who he claims had pursued him for several weeks.
Do you see that? Do you see that? On the phone as well. And how can I be making this up? What? No. 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 Oh my gosh, hang up. So guys, I am not making this up. Do you see that figure? I'm not making this up. Okay?
He followed him home while pretending to be on the phone with someone, so he doesn't appear to be a stalker. Obviously, no one believed it. In a gas station, a terrified woman flees her alleged kidnapper. He's following her as she dashes inside the convenience store, slammed the door, and quickly deadbolted it. Look at her bare feet and shorts. The heart-stopping escape occurred at a New Jersey gas station following what investigators describe as a year-long nightmare. Jamie Gertis, a gas station employee, observed her escape. The suspect, James Perillo, 47, fled on a bike but was apprehended 2 miles away. The woman informed officials that she met Perillo in New Mexico in February 2021 and established a relationship with him. She wanted to leave after a month, and that's when he allegedly began holding her against her will. She said he grabbed her money and credit cards, and they traveled across the country, arriving in New Jersey in December. Bobby Madan, the owner of the gas station, said that she had been at the store days earlier planning her escape.
Just got away. She just saw the opportunity and ran.
Authorities in New Jersey believe Perillo is a serial predator. Backpacker magazine stated in 2019 that Perillo was scouring California hiking trails for potential victims. 2 women said Perillo imprisoned them for more than a year. In those incidents, he was not charged. At the very least, this woman is finally free. This man decided to record himself after being stalked by his ex.
Why do you stalk me everywhere I go? What's all about?
I'm not.
You're doing it now. I tell you what, never go on Tinder again after this. Alright guys, look, I need some video evidence of what's going on, right? So I'm on my break at work, and I come out of the building and guess who's behind me? She's stalking me. Can you see it? I tell you what, never go on Tinder again after this. She follows me everywhere I go. It's getting a bit weird now. Do you know what, I didn't mind it at first, it was quite funny. But now, do you know what? I'll go around this corner, see if she follows me.
After he followed her home in broad daylight, Jasmine decided to record the strange man with her phone.
If you're not following me, go home. Go home then. Go home then. If you're not following me, go. Leave. Because you're not leaving me alone, you just tried to follow me home. Walk to your house then. No, I don't want you to see where I live. Leave. Go. Listen, you can either leave or I can call the police and tell them that you're trying to follow me. Leave then. Yeah? This man tried to follow me home. Across the road there.
A couple named Chloe and Matt were out having fun when they were stalked by a suspicious man.
Walk out without you.
Someone has been behind us since the restaurant.
I just want to get back to this house.
Alright, let's walk faster. Yeah. Can you see him? I'm not even kidding. I think I'm about to get into a fist fight.
Fortunately, they were unharmed. This person summoned the confidence to face their stalker and tell them to never bother them again.
You used to work here?
Yes. Mr. Dwyer, I'm a minor. I do not want you to keep coming in here to find me.
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are.
All right. All right, sir.
According to the post's description, the cops arrived shortly after and handled the situation. This man confronts a gang stalker, completely unafraid of him.
And as I pull out, a car waiting right here for me. This vehicle is also a gang stalker. They're waiting for me to go somewhere so that they can make their move. What are they doing there? Why are they waiting there? It's illegal to wait for someone at a point and observe them and wait for them to leave. Does this guy not know that? What's up, man?
What's up?
Have I seen you before, dude?
Maybe. At Stingers, maybe.
Stingers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you probably see me at Stingers. Or S'mores.
How do you know I go to Stingers?
Because I go to Stingers.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, what's up?
Not much, man.
McDonald's fucking closed.
Yeah, it sucks.
Sucks ass, man.
Yeah. You have a great night, dude.
What's up?
Have a great night.
You too, man.
The stalker claims to know the uploader from a pub he only visited twice in the past 5 years.
Now, did you see how that dude instantly, like, that was interesting. That requires analysis right there, okay? The dude didn't seem concerned that I was rolling up to him as a complete stranger, asking him, like, do I know you? And immediately, he fucking does. The guy does know me. Like, the guy does know me. Okay? So, like, these people, what are the fucking odds of that shit? It rolls off his mouth the second I fucking say it. See, a lot of times even my mind is blown when I find out, you know, how they're reacting to shit. That was, That was very interesting. And he instantly tries to change the subject. Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? First of all, Stingers? Dude, I've been to Stingers fucking twice in my life. Literally, twice in my life. I was thinking about going there like 2 weekends ago on a Saturday night. So I put it in my phone. Last weekend I was thinking about going there. So I put Stingers in my phone to see how far away from us. I didn't end up going. These people, they track you, they find out everything about your life, and they use it against you. I rolled up on that dude out of nowhere, and what are the odds? He knows